You're welcome back. So in this class, I'm going to be showing you how to create a contact us page in Figma. So you can see we already created so many pages, right? We have created home pages and the likes of them. So I'm going to go over to our contact us page and create. What you need to do is to click on this your hash file, right? This is your frame. You can click on F12, F on your keyboard. It will give you the same thing. All right. So once I click on, I'm going to go ahead and just drag it. So I will drag it to draw the frame. So that's the frame. Now I want to go ahead and extend it downward. So I will extend it downward. All right. So I'll still go ahead and let me just check the size. The same thing I did here. So I will just, the size is so small because I'm going to add header and footer. So I'll still extend it a little bit. All right. Now, mind you, I'm going to be putting header and footer. You can see this header is always consistent in all the pages. So I'm going to have to copy this header. All right. So I don't need to duplicate. I don't need to create it again so that there will not be changes. So I'll just go ahead and copy the header. So I will just highlight everything by dragging my mouse across the board. Then I'll copy it. Go ahead and click on copy. Then scroll down to my new page and I'll right click. And then I'm going to paste it here. All right, as you can see, so I have to resize it. Okay, so that's for the header is completed. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat this same process to get the footer. As you can see, the footer is always constant in all the pages. So I'm going to go ahead and also highlight all the footer, and then I'm going to right click on it and copy it. So I'll go back to my page and I'm going to right click and then make the post. I'm going to paste it here. All right, so I have to drag that because he didn't paste correctly. So I will drag it back to the footer where it's supposed to be, just to recite it here. So it's advisable that all the footer must be the same. All right. So let me bring that to book. All right. So this is how you get your footer. So now I don't have to, if I'm going to design this footer again, now it's going to, there might be a little bit changes. Okay. So you can't enter a website and see different kind of footer and different kind of header. It has to be the same thing that changes the body. All right. So this is the footer. So we'll go over to the body and create the body. All right, so between here, this is header and then this is the footer. Creating now is between the two place. All right, between here and here. So here is the body. So I'm going to go back to my frame and click on frame. So I'll come here, then drag it. All right, so I'm going to drag it. All right, that's my frame. Now in order for me to know what I'm doing, so I'm going to give it a color. I'll come here and click on fill. So I'll give it a color. All right, so that you can see where frame is. So I'll come back here and look for effect. All right, so give it a background. All right, so I'll come here to my corner radius. Corner radius should be 5. That is to make this environment, to make the corner look rounded. So I'll click on it. All right, now you can see the difference. All right, let me zoom that so you can see. Now you can see this is the corner radius. All right, and now you can see that there's shadow. So the effect I added that was shadow. So I'll go back. So for this purpose, so that we'll design. So I'm going to go ahead and add image into this place. I'll go over to my image. I'll come here. Right, come to image. Alright, so I'll just scroll down to looking for the property image that I want to use. Alright, so let me just pick one from here. Once the image is done loading, so I'm going to have to drag the image inside this box very sure. So that's our image. Come here and take it upwards. You can see, so that's our image. So now what you want to do, we want to let me drag that a little bit. Alright, so we're going to add our form over here. So I'll come down to, right, so I'll come here and pick on. So you come down to this place, you just click on this arrow button, it will give you all the options. Now we need to make use of this rectangle. So if you click on arrow on your keyboard to your rectangle, so I'm going to come here and drag. Now I think we have three things. We need full name. This will be our full name. All right, this will be our full name. Alright, so I'm going to come here and give it a color. So this is our rectangle. Come here and give it a color. Come to fill. Make this white. So here is white. So to duplicate, I'll Control D on the keyboard. Now I'll do it the second time. Control D again. Alright, so what I'm doing here is this first one will be the name. This will be your full name, and this will be your full name. This will be your message. This will be your, your topic, your title or something. Then this will be your message. All right. So this message bar need to be very big. Then we'll need a button. I'll come down here and click on my frame. I'll come here. So this will be my button. So I'm going to give it a color. I'm going to make it red. All right. I'll give it a corner radius of 5 to make it rounded. Okay. So I'm going to come here. I don't want to, make right up from scratch. So I just come here and duplicate this. All right, Control D. First of all, I'll give it a color. All right. I'll put it full name. All right, so here will be your full name over here. Then Control D. Break it down here. Here will be subject. Alright, Control D here will be message. All right. I'm going to duplicate that. Don't forget Control D is duplicate on your keyboard is Control D. Submit. Alright, so once you are done this, we are going to hit submit, and I'm going to change the column. I'll change it to white. Alright, so we are done here, almost done. So I want to write contact us on this page. So I'm duplicating the right up to make it faster so that it doesn't take much time. So alright, so I just come here and change the name to contact us. The font size, I'll go to my right hand bar, give it like 30. Alright, so I bring this to the center, that's the middle.